My mission, aside from whatever agenda my ego has about how I want to be the guy who figured out how everything works and all that, and get the combined Nobel Peace Prize and Physics Prize, but aside from that, and far more important to you, what this is all about, I believe, is permitting people to abandon anxiety. Need to investigate for themselves the situation, and you will be very, very heartened. It's not nearly as bad as you've been told. You've been told a lot of stuff by a lot of people. The only authentic thing in most people's lives, and they may have sullied it, sold it out, destroyed it, distorted it, whatever, but the only authentic thing in most people's lives is sex. And if the establishment could figure out how to take it... Whoa. I finally found the button. So imagine, since I assume, at least at some point in your career, nearly every one of us has had some brush with sexuality. Imagine if there were something equally interesting, equally slippery, equally enlightening, but not necessarily tattooed to your forehead like sexuality is, so that, unless you were smart, you could miss it. You could go from birth to the grave and never know. It's sort of like going from birth to the grave and never having an orgasm. That is, in fact, our circumstance, because God knows how many people in Western civilization in the past 1,000 years have gone to the grave without ever knowing a moment of transcendental consciousness. I don't care how many rosaries they were saying. I don't care how much of that ergot-infested bread they were bolting down. You know, it just can't compare with modern pharmaceuticals extracted from plants. So my mission is to try and empower people and say, hey, look, you don't have to go, I mean, he's a nice man, don't misunderstand me, but you don't have to ask Ramana Maharshi or Gurdjieff, or another nice man, don't get me wrong, but not smarter than you or me. That's the thing. Haven't you figured out by now that nobody is smarter than you are? And if they are, you can't understand what they're saying anyway, so why bother? The search for somebody smarter than you are is totally futile, because when you find them, you're not going to know what the hell they're talking about. So basically, it's better to get high with a little help from your friends. And to take yourself seriously. To take your life seriously, your body seriously, and your position seriously.